Welcome to thechristianwell.org, a community of believers where you are the church. I would like for you to remember something. Everyone in here and everyone on social media, I would like for you to remember something that's very, very important. $4,076.32 and 10 ounces of silver. Remember that. It's very important. I'll tell you what it means shortly. Just put that on the back burner for a minute. Now, for today's message. I was watching Facebook the other day. I like to do that. I was watching Facebook the other day, and I'm sure you guys have seen all this stuff going around about kids today. People saying kids today are lazy. I have two. I can attest to that. They say kids don't do any physical labor anymore. I saw one meme on Facebook that showed someone pulling a cord on a lawnmower. It was just a hand pulling the cord. You all knew what it was. But up under it, it said, kids today think they're going to change the world when they can't even figure out how to operate one of these. It was funny. I thought it was so true. Kids don't know how to do anything these days. It's sad. My son, not too long ago, did not know how to boil water. He's very intelligent, extremely intelligent. And he can tell you what temperature water boils at Fahrenheit and Celsius, and probably the boiling point of water on the planet Mars. He can tell you all that stuff. But he did not know how to do it on a stove. Basic life skills. Kids don't know how to do it. But here's the real question. Here's the real question. Whose fault is it? That's right. The parents. The parents. It's my fault that my son did not know how to boil water. It's our fault that our kids don't know how to start a lawnmower. Not too long ago, my daughter didn't know how to put air in the tires of her car. I had to ride to the gas station to show her. Some things you don't teach your children until it comes up. But not knowing how to cook water and put air in your tires, I dropped the ball on that one. Now, my wife and I make both of our kids cook now. We showed them how to do it, but we make them do it now. Amen. My son cooked cinnamon rolls the other day and boiled tamales. I was proud of him. My daughter put air in her tires and changed her taillights. She changed her taillights without my help. I can say my wife and I are better parents now. Amen. Not much better, but better. But my brothers and sisters, it is the parents' fault that kids don't know how to cook. It is the parents' fault that kids don't know how to start a lawnmower. It is the parents' fault when kids do poorly in school. It's the parents' fault when kids don't have morals or manners. It's the parents' fault when kids don't respect their elders. Amen. Parents, we have to start doing a better job. We have to start doing a better job. But here's the problem. We have let the enemy wedge his way into all the homes of America, splitting families apart, tearing them apart from drug abuse. I've seen it a lot here lately. Half of America is addicted to pain pills. It's sad. It's ripping families apart. Sexual abuse. Divorce. Lack of love and attention. Mommies and daddies getting a divorce all because they get bored with one another. The newness wears off after a couple years. And they find someone that gives them a little bit more attention. And then before you know it, that spouse leaves, letting the enemy wedge its way into that home. I've seen it. It's very sad. I've seen a couple, not too long ago, it's very sad. I've seen a couple that was married for 40-something years. 40-something years. And they get a divorce. All because he doesn't talk anymore. After 40-something years, he said all he's going to say. I don't blame him for not talking anymore. My wife and I have been married 20 years. I mean, he has said all he's going to say after 40-something years. I mean, come on. Why even bother getting a divorce after that long of being married? It's sad. Statistics show that there are more divorces now. More divorces now than people that stay married. I'm not saying every family is this way. But what I am saying, we have let the enemy come into the homes and into the families of a lot of people. And it's our kids. It's our kids that are starting to show it. It's our kids. And if we don't, as parents, step up and fix it, we have to fix it. If we don't step up and fix it, it's only going to get worse. The lack of basic life skills. The lack of manners. Kids today don't have any manners. It's very rare you give them something, they tell you thank you. The lack of respect. The lack of parenting. The lack of parenting is the cause. When are we going to wake up and admit that we have a problem? We have a problem, America. We need to wake up. Listen, it is easier to build a strong child than it is to repair a broken man. There is no such thing as a bad kid. There's no such thing as a bad kid, just bad parents. There's no such thing as bad parents. Just a parent that was not given the love and care and attention that we all desperately need as a child. That's what's wrong with parenting. It's one big vicious cycle. It keeps going. We have to stop it. You see, the problem with kids today is not my problem because I have kids. It's not the problem of the parent with kids just because they have kids. It's all of our problem. All of our problem. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Train up a child in the way they should go, and when they are old, they will not depart from it." We've identified the problem. We've identified the problem. This one scripture is the answer. It's the answer. We have taken God. We have taken God out of our government. We have taken God out of our schools. We have taken God out of our homes. We've taken God out of our hearts. The enemy's winning. The enemy is winning. People all over the world all over the world, not just this country, but all over the world, is afraid to talk about God. They're afraid to, because they're afraid they may offend someone. Ooh. Or they might step on someone's toes. I'm not just talking about Jesus and Christianity. I'm talking about all religions. Christianity, Judaism, Muslim, Hinduism, and any other one I forgot to mention. We have gotten so afraid. We've gotten so afraid of praising our God in public. We're letting the enemy win. We're letting him win. But here's the funny part. We don't have to. He doesn't have to win. And in the end, he's not going to win. He's not going to. Billy Graham used to say, I've read the end. God wins. He does, by the way. He does. Read the end of the Bible. God wins. And you win. The enemy's not going to win. But watch what the Bible says in 2 Timothy 3, 1 through 4. It says, but mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than the lovers of God. Sound familiar? Sound familiar? Does it sound familiar? It sounds like just another day in our government. It sounds just like another day in our school system. It sounds like another day in the homes across America. God, save us. I'm not saying the world is ending, but what I am saying is, God, we need you now more than ever. God, we need you. And believe it or not, we can change this. We can change it. We have the power in our fingertips to change it. And if you want to know how, we have to turn back to Him. We have to put Him back in our government. Just the principles. You don't have to advertise it, but let's start doing what we're supposed to be doing. We have to put Him back in our schools. Love thy neighbor. We have to put Him back in our homes, back in our hearts. 2 Chronicles 7:14 says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and I will heal their land. My brothers and sisters, you are the Holy Land. You're the Holy Land. You are the temple of God. You are the one He's talking about healing. Healing you. Healing your kids. Healing your country. Healing the world. We can do it. It's not too late. Don't give up. It's not too late. Don't give up. Keep on fighting. We have to keep on fighting. Don't give up on our kids. We can't. Don't give up on our future. The children are our future. And the last time I checked, we're still in charge of that future. God love you, and God bless you. Now, if anyone in here or anyone on social media got something from this message, hit that like button. Share it to your friend. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Donate. to this ministry. Now, about what I said in the beginning, $4,076.32 is the exact amount of money this ministry has. It's all of it. And we're going to give it all away. Every penny. Every last penny. To some needy family. Some good cause. Multiple needy families. If they just can't pay their electric bill. Somebody having a hard time. Just go to thechristianwell.org and click on the tab that says Voting. How we spend our money. And you get to say how we're going to spend it. You get to vote on how we're going to spend it. We're going to hold a live vote every 3 months and let you, the people, decide what to do with it. Not me. I don't get to decide. You do. This is God's ministry, not mine. I don't take one single dime from this ministry. Not one. And if I ever have to, I'm going to let you guys decide what my salary is going to be. Not me. But right now, my wife and I, we make a living selling plants at our small garden center here in Savannah, Georgia. So we're fine. Go to thechristianwell.org and donate. Donate. Help me actually change the world. That's really my mission, is to change the world for the better. Help me actually change it. I'm going to start announcing weekly how much money we have so we can give it all away. Every last penny. I want this whole thing to be as transparent as possible. Because let's be honest. Let's be honest. Aren't you tired of churches spending your hard-earned money on another building? On a bigger jet? On a bigger house for the pastor? Or a Porsche or a Maserati? I just heard about a church the other day that spent $1.8 million on a fountain. That's absurd. That's absurd. That money could have helped so many families. So many families. It's high time you get the decision of where the money goes. My brothers and sisters, help me. Help me. Help me change the world. Help me do what Jesus came here to do, and that is to grow the kingdom of heaven in the heart of every man and every woman on this planet. Help me. Don't help me because I ask you to. Help me because you want to. God love you, and God bless you.